Imagine gazing up at the night sky, expecting a blanket of stars, then witnessing a sudden fiery explosion. Well, that's exactly what happened over Spain and Portugal this weekend. A mysterious object streaked across the darkness, lighting up the night with an incredible display. But what exactly was it? Was it a rogue asteroid, a fiery meteor, or something stranger still? Join us as we crack the code of the Comet Fragment explosion. On Saturday night, May 18, 2024, travelers across Spain and Portugal enjoyed a temperate spring evening, not expecting an extraordinary event from outer space. Little did they know, a visitor from the far reaches of our solar system was hurtling towards them. This wasn't your average space rock, it was a fragment of a comet. A cosmic snowball made of ice, dust, and organic material. At 11:46 p.m. in Portugal, a fireball blazed across the sky, leaving a smoldering trail behind. Social media footage captured the moment as the night briefly turned into day, illuminating in shades of white, green, and blue. Asteroids often create streaks in the sky as they burn up in Earth's atmosphere. However, this weekend's event was unusual due to the object's remarkable speed of around 100,000 miles per hour and its atypical trajectory, unlike typical space rocks. Experts identified the object as a fragment of a comet, not an asteroid. This icy visitor, likely formed at the dawn of the solar system, disintegrated 37 miles above the Atlantic Ocean. According to the European Space Agency, none of the debris reached the ground. Comets often create shooting stars with notable meteor showers occurring throughout the year due to Earth crossing debris clouds from specific comets. For instance, the Perseids in August are caused by debris from comet Swift-Tuttle. The surprise arrival of this comet fragment caught astronomers a bit off guard. While we constantly track near-Earth objects or NEOs, like asteroids and comets, this particular fragment wasn't on anyone's radar. NEOs are typically rocky bodies that originate in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, or the Kuiper belt beyond Neptune. Comets, on the other hand, are icy residents of the farthest reaches of our solar system, the Oort cloud. This fragment's unusual trajectory suggests it might have originated from a different part of the solar system altogether, raising questions about its origins and the potential existence of undiscovered cometary reservoirs. Meteor showers and the recent lone shard illuminate the sky in a similar manner. As these objects enter the atmosphere, the air in front of them compresses and heats up, causing the debris to cook, erode, crack open, and ultimately disintegrate. This process releases light, and if the object is large enough, generates a powerful shockwave by converting its kinetic energy into a brilliant display. The weekend's fragment was likely larger than most meteors seen during showers, creating a more spectacular light show. Beyond its visual appeal, the comet fragment's breakup provided a valuable exercise for experts preparing to defend Earth from potential large asteroid impacts. Meteor showers and the recent lone shard illuminate the sky similarly. As these objects enter the atmosphere, the air in front of them compresses and heats up, causing the debris to cook, erode, crack open, and ultimately disintegrate. This process releases light, and if the object is large enough, generates a powerful shockwave by converting its kinetic energy into a brilliant display. The fragment observed over the weekend was likely larger than most meteors typically seen during showers, resulting in a more spectacular light display. Aside from its dazzling display, the comet fragment's breakup provided a valuable exercise for experts preparing to defend Earth from potential large asteroid impacts. The comet fragment wasn't massive, but it was traveling at an incredible speed, estimated to be around 45 kilometers per second. This high velocity caused it to burn up completely before reaching the ground. The European Space Agency, or ESA, confirmed that the fiery object wasn't a meteorite, which is a piece of space rock that survives its journey through the atmosphere, but a disintegrating comet fragment. While the comet fragment itself didn't survive its fiery descent, The show it put on was truly spectacular. But why exactly does this happen? Our planet is surrounded by a protective layer of gas called the atmosphere. This atmosphere gets thinner as you move further away from the Earth's surface, with distinct layers like the troposphere, stratosphere, and mesosphere. The Comet Fragment, traveling at an incredible speed, slammed into the upper layers of the atmosphere, most likely the mesosphere, which is roughly 50 to 80 kilometers above the Earth's surface. As the fragment plunged through the air, it encountered immense friction with the air molecules. This friction caused the fragment to heat up rapidly, exceeding thousands of degrees Celsius. Imagine a car speeding down a highway. The faster it goes, the more friction it experiences with the air, right? The same principle applies to the comet fragment. The intense heat generated by the friction caused the fragment to vaporize, essentially turning it into a glowing fireball. This process is why we see meteors streak across the night sky. They're not actually burning, but superheated due to friction with the atmosphere. The unusual trajectory of the comet fragment has sent shockwaves through the astronomical community. Remember, most near-Earth objects, or NEOs, follow predictable paths based on their origins. Asteroids typically hail from the asteroid belt, while comets tend to originate from the icy realms of the Kuiper belt or the Oort cloud. But this fragment's trajectory defied expectations. It wasn't following the usual path of known NEOs. This has sparked intense debate and investigation amongst astronomers. Here are some of the burning questions they're trying to answer. A hidden reservoir? Could this fragment be a sign of an undiscovered cometary reservoir lurking somewhere in the solar system? Perhaps a yet-to-be-identified region with a high concentration of icy objects. Ejected visitor. Did the fragment get ejected from its original home in the Kuiper belt or Oort cloud due to a gravitational interaction with a larger object, sending it on a new and unexpected path? Dormant comet. Is it possible the fragment originated from a previously known but dormant comet that was nudged awake by some unknown force, causing it to break apart and send this fragment hurtling towards Earth? In the case of the comet fragment over Spain and Portugal, the extreme heat caused it to break apart completely before reaching the ground. This is a good thing. Large meteoroids, on the other hand, might not burn up entirely and could potentially reach the Earth's surface as meteorites. One key aspect of planetary defense is to identify space rocks before they reach Earth, enabling measures to mitigate their impact. However, the fragment over Portugal and Spain was not detected prior to its fiery descent. The concern is that a slightly larger object could evade detection and cause significant destruction over an unsuspecting city. This was the case in 2013 when a 55-foot meteor exploded over Chelyabinsk, Russia, with a blast equivalent to nearly 500,000 tons of TNT, injuring over 1,200 people without prior detection. Improved technology on the ground and in space aims to spot even small, harmless objects like the recent icy visitor, which experts estimate was only a few feet across. This early detection serves as practice for researchers working to identify larger, more dangerous asteroids that could devastate cities. Next-generation observatories, such as the Vera C. Rubin Observatory in Chile, are expected to enhance our ability to detect millions of faint, previously undiscovered asteroids in the coming years. The recent spectacle in Spain and Portugal underscores Earth's constant vulnerability in the solar system's ongoing game of planetary billiards, highlighting the critical importance of identifying potential killer space rocks. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like this video, click the next one shown on the screen. I'm sure you'll like it. Thanks for watching.